Okay, so this is the second video in the series of revision videos for Unit 2. Hopefully by now you've seen the first one and you've got your tables made and related using Microsoft Access. So we're going to move on to Task 2. Need to whiz it round again. Okay, so Task 2, total of 8 marks available for this, and these are 8 really easy marks, okay? So let's scroll down. So it says, and it gives you all the information you need. Create efficient table structures based on Activity 1 and the data shown in Figure 1. Okay. Table structures must use suitable validation to meet these requirements. A record will not save without the customer's surname being present. I'm not going to read them all out, you can read. They're on the screen. Okay. Now, down here, it gives you a list of validation which you must include. Okay. So customer surname being present, okay, is a presence check. Telephone number in a correct format is a format check or an input mask. Record assigned an invalid customer type is your table lookup. A record will not save the cost of a ticket is not one of the 3 permitted values. Okay, that is also a table lookup. A record will not save if a ticket sale does not have a valid customer. Okay, so that I think is a presence check, and a record will not save if a ticket sale does not have a valid ticket type. Okay, now that is your lookup as well. So, apologies, the cost of a ticket, I'm just having read through this properly, is actually we're going to put a value lookup inside of there. Okay, so we'll go through these one by one. Back to Access. First one, customer surname must be present. Okay, now that is a presence check, so you need to be in table customer. Okay, and we're just going to run through these data types. Okay, so text is the correct data type for all 3 of those fields, for forename, surname and telephone. Okay, remember we keep a telephone field as a text field because telephone numbers in the UK start with a 0 but a number cannot. Okay, so surname being present, we're going to select the surname field. Okay, we're going to come down to the validation rule box down there and we're going to write is not null. Okay, that basically means cannot be empty. Remember, null is a nothing value. Okay, is empty. It will put some capital letters in for you. That's fine. Now, the next one in the validation text box down here. Okay, it's a good idea to leave a validation message for your user. Remember, a good error message tells the user what they've done wrong and what they need to do to put it right in as few words as possible. So here, I'm just going to write, please enter a value in customer surname. That will do. Okay, now we're going to test these a bit later on. Okay, if you've already got data in your tables, you can just test it really quickly. Okay, just to check it's working, but that should work. It's also a really good idea just to limit that field down a little bit. Okay, to 25. So that's the first one done. Second one, a record will not save if the customer telephone number is not in the correct format. Okay, so telephone number, all right, like I say, it's going to be a text field. Now, in the UK mobile numbers are 11 digits long, so I'm just going to limit that field size to 11. And then in my input mask box, okay, I'm going to put 11 zeros. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, now what that means is that only numbers can appear inside of there. Okay, now you could use a 9 for this as well, but 9 is user could enter a number and a 0 is user must enter a number, so only numbers should be accepted there now. And that's your second one done. So third one, a record will not save if the customer is assigned an invalid customer type. Okay, now this one is your lookup. So we see here that customer type is assigned to customer from within the customer table. Okay, and they're going to look up that value from table customer type. Now the lookup's already in. Okay, we did that a bit earlier. So what I'm going to do is just go to the lookup tab here, and then you can see here, okay, where this data is being fed from. It comes from table customer type. Okay, that's perfect. What I'm just going to do, okay, is on the limit to list option there, I'm just going to tick yes, okay, and then I'm going to say no to list edits Let me scroll down just a little bit. You can't actually see that. Allow list edits. I'm just going to write in the word no because I can't see the bottom of my drop down list. Okay, so what we've got now is limit to list yes and value list edit. Allow value list edits is a no. Okay, now when it comes to putting a screen print in of this particular validation, that's what you need to screen print. You need to screen print the lookup tab down there in the grid. Okay, so that one is also done now. Right, third one. A record will not save if the customer is assigned. Oh, I've done that one. A record will not save if the cost of a ticket is not one of the 3 permitted values. Okay, so up here we just need to scroll up a little bit and we'll find out what are the values of the customers. 39, 49 or 88. Oh, excuse me, my thing's going all over the shop. So for this one, what we're going to do is put a value lookup list in. Okay, so we go back into access. Okay, and see already I'm in the table ticket. Okay, now there's a couple of different ways you can do that. You can write it up directly in a lookup tab down there. Okay, but what I'm going to do is just do it quickly in here. So I've changed the data type to lookup wizard, but this time I'm going to write my own list because that's how I roll. Now this is really simple. Okay, you can just write in all of the values that you can. I think it was 39, 49 or 88. Okay, then I'm going to click next. Okay, I want to limit that to the list. Okay, and I don't want multiple values. And then I'm going to click finish. Okay, so if we just go back in to this table, save it. Okay, and then in ticket cost, that should now appear inside of your list. Okay, so again, if I just go back into there, again, what you need to look up, okay, or what you need to screen print for this one is this value here. Okay, row source 39, 49, 88. Okay, and the fact that it's limited to the list, so the user cannot put in a different value to the 3 that you've specified. So back to our brief. Scroll back down again. A record will not save if a ticket sale does not have a valid customer. And a record will not save if a ticket sale does not have a valid ticket type. Okay, now both of those are table lookups again. Okay, so for this one, we're going into the ticket table. So just save that. Okay, go into table ticket. Okay, back into design view, and this time, okay, again we're going into the lookup tab, and we are going to print screen that, and we're just going to limit that to our list and disallow edits. Okay, and you're going to take a print screen of that, and then for ticket type, to make sure that it can only be a valid one, we're going to limit that to the list as well, and you're going to screen print that view there. So what you've got now, or what you should have, is all of the validation which the brief has asked for. Okay, so I've just come back to the brief. Okay, just want all of this here. So validation including one suitable example for each of these. Okay, so we've actually put in 3 table lookups. Okay, it's a good idea to put all of them in as a screen print. So we've got a presence check, we've got a value lookup, we've got a table lookup, and we've got a format check. Okay, what we don't have is a length check, but if you remember, for our surname field, okay, just here, we limited that to 25 characters. Now that's that's a screen print that you need to put in there. Okay, so just check I've got enough time. I'm just going to show you the screen prints you need to get for task 2. So for task 2, you need to provide a screen print for all 4 of your tables in design view showing the correct data types. Okay, now I use my snipping tool. I don't know if that's going to be available when you sit at your own screen to do your exam. Okay, it might be that you just have to hit the print screen button. All right, so I'm going to do these in order. The first one was a presence check, okay, which is this one here. So I'm just going to launch my snip tool, set a new one. Okay, and I'm going to make sure, okay, that my examiner can see all of my table names, okay, and can see all of my data types and can see what we're looking for there. Is not null. Okay, it's really clear. I'm going to just copy that and pop it into my Word document, presence check, and then I'm also going to use that one for my length check as well. Okay, don't worry if your print screens are absolutely huge, it does not matter. Okay, it's better to be big. Remember, when you hand this in, you convert it to a PDF. Okay, the examiner cannot resize at all. Okay, I'm just going to go for telephone number next because it's there. Okay, and again, I'm just going to take a print screen using my flip tool, making sure that it's nice and big, that the examiner can actually see everything that we need. Okay, just hit Control Copy. The format check is going in there. Okay, again, it's a big print screen, does not matter one bit. Okay, value lookup is next. Okay, so for this one, I'll use customer type ID because that's just there. And again, what we need to be seen is that the allow multiple values and a limit to list have been changed. Okay. Right, and that one is going in there. My value lookup. Oh, no, that was a table lookup. Oh, I apologise. Let's change that one now. I would not spend too long resizing all your print screens, honestly. And then, okay, so the value lookup is next. And that one was inside table ticket. Okay. And here again. So I'm just making sure that the row source there is showing those 3 values and that this has been limited to the list. Okay, I will at some point, if I get a chance, make you another video about different kinds of validation, particularly with the input masks. Okay, so what I've got there now is I've got a value lookup, I've got a table lookup, I've got a length check and a presence check and a format check. So if we come back into here, okay, you can see that I've actually put all of those in. Okay, now also as part of task 2, you need to make sure that you've got a print screen of each of your tables in design view. Okay, I'm just checking how much time I've got left on my video. Table structures. Okay, so a print screen of each of those tables in design view, because so far we haven't got table ticket type. Okay, which is there. So let's just pop the screen print in for that. My apologies, my mouse is sticking on my mat. That's one. And then go ahead and put each of your tables in there, okay? So your print screen should be nice and big, okay? The examiner needs to be able to see all of your data types, okay, and all of the validation rules that you've applied, okay? To get top marks, what we're looking for is consistency in your field names. We are looking that all of the validation is correct and in the right place. We're looking for a correct data type for each of the fields inside of your table, okay? Anyway, I hope that helped. I think that's task 2 done.